Welcome to Where We Learn. In this video, we're going to look at role plays done in an electronic format known as mindful writing. Role plays are a proven educational technique. In a classroom setting, they are simple and low cost. They present complex issues in a short time frame. They are often powerful ways of reviewing material at the end of a course of study. People act out scenarios with the help of players and observers. Role plays work really well when it involves person-to-person communication and interactions. It doesn't translate very well to remote or distance learning by virtue of the fact of the reduction of those interactions. As is attributed to Jun Kuang in the book Junji, not hearing is not as good as hearing. Hearing is not as good as seeing. Seeing is not as good as knowing. Knowing is not as good as acting. True learning continues until it is put into action. So how can we facilitate role plays using e-learning? This introduces us to mindful writing. Following the same general areas of construction of a role play, we select a problem, construct a role play situation, cast the players, brief them, let the role play act out, and then we discuss and analyse. How do we do that in an e-learning setting? Well, following the same structure, the educator selects the problem. Stage 1, we present the story. The player is always the student in this case. We provide guidance in stage 2. In stage 3, we let the player deliver their opinion. And should we elect to, in stage 4, the educator can provide feedback. Is mindful writing the same as doing a role play in a classroom? No, it is not. Is it the same as doing a role play in a video conference setting? No. However, it does give every student the ability to become the primary actor in the story. It also provides feedback to educators in a personal way from the student to the educator in a remote learning setting. So let's go build one. We start by logging into WhereWeLearn and going to our dashboard. On the dashboard, we choose the Educator toolset, and the first thing we're going to do is create a lesson with 3 materials in it. This lesson and these materials provide the basis for what will be displayed during the mindful writing. We give our lesson a name to remind us how these are grouped. We then pull in this instance, 3 different YouTube videos which will present the story, the briefing, and the role play or examination as it has gone through. So we add in these 3 videos. We then transfer them from our material library over into our lesson, and we create our lesson. The information is retrieved from YouTube and appended to the details. From these 3 materials, they now have been given a unique reference number each, and we record these unique reference numbers for use in our mindful writing. This separation of the materials in the mindful writing allows you to be able to reuse these videos for not only a mindful writing, but if you just wanted to present the videos to a student for review in their own time separately. So here we have our 3 separate materials for use in our mindful writing. Now we can create our mindful writing. We go back to our dashboard, and this time we choose Create a Mindful Writing. Clicking on that, we give our mindful writing a title, something that will help us to uniquely identify this particular mindful writing and help us remember what we're trying to deliver. We choose Create, and we're presented with the mindful writing settings. It's broken into the same 4 stages we've discussed. We now paste in those reference codes to each of the videos, and we're able to provide instructions to the student for what we would like them to take from these videos. So in stage 1, we're setting up the scenario. We're giving people a background as to what this role play will be. We can add in a number of extra details to try and enrich how the student perceives it. We paste in our second video. This is the educational part, the guidance. What should the student pick up from watching this particular material? And the stage 3 is to allow the student to have a go themselves at applying the material to a particular scenario, to enable them to act out how they would handle the situation given what they have seen, what they have been guided to do, and also being directed by you and the instructions as to what you would like to get back. You can also leave notes at the final summary so that the student themselves can review what they have done and sense check themselves as to what's been delivered. This dashboard provides a real-time report so we can see how many submissions we have and how far students are through our mindful writing. In a separate video, we cover what it is to do the mindful writing from a student's perspective. We then have a separate review video which shows you how to manage and provide feedback to your students who have done these mindful writings. There are loads more videos to explore and tools for us to use, so please explore and enjoy learning with Where We Learn.